Have you ever looked into the eyes of the woman you are with and realized that despite being physically intimate, she feels 1,000 miles away? You've done the work, you've followed the mechanics, but there is a lingering sense of disconnection that leaves you both feeling a bit empty. If you are a single man in your middle years trying to navigate the complexities of modern dating, you need to stop focusing on performance and start understanding the primal architecture of connection. Today, I'm going to share a secret with you that most men never learn. For a woman, the desire for intimacy isn't just a social choice. It is a biological hunger so deep it mirrors the instinct of a newborn child. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why her body screams for fulfillment and how you can become the man who truly knows how to provide that soul-satisfying meal. If you want to master the psychology that turns a casual encounter into a profound bond, hit that like button and let's dive in. The ache of the empty sanctuary. To understand a woman's desire, you have to visualize her physical and emotional state before the moment of entry. Think of a massive dry water tank. When it is empty, it is a hollow, echoing void. There is a literal biological sense of being incomplete, a dormant space waiting for a purpose. This isn't just a poetic metaphor, it is a reality of her nervous system. Before you make your move, her body is experiencing an all-consuming physical ache. Imagine a hungry baby. When that child is hungry, it isn't a minor inconvenience. It is a desperate need that makes them cry out with everything they have. They feel an emptiness that demands to be filled. In the same way, long before the clothes come off, a woman is building a high-voltage sensitivity. Her hips are tense and her stomach feels a literal craving for connection and fullness. If you rush through this, you are missing the most beautiful part of the psychology. You aren't just plugging in a machine, you are answering a physical question her body has been asking all night. Look for a restless, searching energy. She might be fidgety or show a specific tension in her posture. This is the crying baby phase, the biological broadcast that the hunger has reached its peak. The click from anxiety to peace. The moment of transition, the second you bridge that gap, is the most powerful shift in the atmosphere. Think back to that hungry baby. The very second the mother begins to feed them, that frantic, desperate crying stops instantly. It is replaced by a deep, instinctive sigh of relief and a sense of total security. This is exactly how a woman feels the moment you enter her sanctuary. It is a profound sense of rightness. It is the transition from that restless, searching energy to a grounded, satisfied state of being. For her, this is the peak of physical satisfaction, the feeling of every square inch of that internal space being occupied, stretched, and awakened. I once coached a man named Mark, 48, who complained that his partner always seemed stressed during the act. I told him, stop looking at the act as a chore to complete. Start looking at it as the puzzle piece finally clicking into a spot that has been vacant for too long. When you provide that total occupancy, her body recognizes that the connection is complete. You will see it in her eyes, the sudden release of tension in her shoulders and back. Your biological GPS, listening to the frequency. If you want to move from an amateur to a pro, you have to stop listening with just your ears and start listening with your soul. The noises a woman makes aren't just background music, they are a biological signal from her nervous system. During the early stages, her sounds might be soft and rhythmic, but as the hunger grows, the tone shifts, it becomes a raw, urgent demand. When you hear that specific vibration, that breathless, heavy sound, it means her internal engine is fully revved up, her muscles are relaxed, her mind is 100% focused on you, and she is physically begging for that void to be closed. Many men get intimidated by this intensity. Don't. Those sounds are your green light. If she starts to take matters into her own hands, literally guiding you, it's because her body is screaming for fulfillment and she feels you are wasting precious time. Follow the frequency of her voice. Let it guide your speed and your depth. The alchemy of the soul meal intimacy triggers a chemical explosion inside her. The act releases a surge of dopamine and, more importantly, oxytocin, the love hormone. When a woman is with a man she respects, physical fullness instantly translates into a mental state of pure happiness and extreme pleasure. This internal climate is so powerful that it creates a radiant warmth that originates from her very core. It's like stepping into a warm house after being out in a freezing storm. This warmth creates a sedative effect. The world outside vanishes. She isn't just being used, she is being nourished in the exact way her body and mind have been craving. This is why women get so attached. You aren't just performing a task, you are transforming her state of being from a hollow tank into a filled, overflowing sanctuary. You are providing a complete emotional and physical meal that leaves her feeling whole. If you notice she becomes very quiet or still after the peak, don't mistake it for boredom. She is settling into a natural rhythm, absorbing your strength and your heat. Let that quiet unit exist. Don't rush to check your phone or leave the room. The shocking revelation: the mind gateway. Now here is the twist that shocks most men. The largest sexual organ in a woman's body is not between her legs, it is her brain. You could be the most physically gifted man on earth, but if her mind doesn't feel safe, respected, and desired, her body will never truly open. If her mind is clouded by stress, or if she mangles a negative image of herself, the physical mechanics won't matter. If you enter her body but leave your mind elsewhere thinking about work, your car, or your own finish line, she will feel that emptiness immediately. The void she needs to fill isn't just physical, it is the void of presence. If you are not fully present in your eyes, your touch, and your focus, the sanctuary remains a hollow tank no matter what is happening physically. Connection is a top-down process. Secure the mind and the body follows. Gentlemen, understanding the primal hunger of a woman changes the game. Remember these 3 pillars. The hunger is real. Treat her desire like the basic biological need it is, an ache for connection and fullness. Be the answer. Your presence and your fullness are her refuge from the storm of the outside world. Presence is everything. If your mind isn't in the room, her body will feel the echo of your absence. Intimacy is meant to be a soul meal. It is your chance to show her that you know exactly what she needs. By being direct, intentional, and present, you turn a simple act into a masterpiece of connection that will keep her coming back for more. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever noticed that shift in the atmosphere when you finally stop rushing and start connecting? Let me know in the comments below. If this psychological deep dive helped you understand the women in your life a little better, hit that like button and share this with a friend who might be struggling to find that deeper bond. And if you're ready to master the Femina Mind and unlock the secrets to a more fulfilling life, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.